What is migration? The migration is a movement of people to a new area or country in order to find work or better living conditions. The reason why migration is a major driver of growth in a country, there are three factors that have been changing. The factor is that the difference between GDP per capita of some countries and others is greater than ever. The second factor that has changed since the 1980s is that these differences are now much more. And the third factor that has changed is the cost of transportation.
Between 2005 and 2010, based on national population severity in the United States and Mexico, tell us that 70 million Mexican immigrants who arrived in the United States. The border was reinforced after the acts of 11 of September of the 2001 and in 2005 were reinforced more white doors and military artifacts thus creating the border as zone of war to wage the consequence only impacts of the Mexican side.
Some always to help improve the current situation of immigrants in our country, it could be that supports were opened for immigrants who have specialties in something or that people who are prepared for some position open the doors, and all those people who have ideas of innovation or improvement for our country as much as in the economic aspect as socially support to carry out their ideas. To provide the support, all those people fit and prepared for big positions. And for all those people who are so prepared to support them and give them training so can be get ahead to help them to give their family a better quality of life. All these initiatives of support for the immigrants will be carried out with the support of the government, of the institution of immigrants and interners who want to join this great cause, and to continue explain our campaign.
Now we know all about the current situation of migration in the country, but how we can include migrants into our local society? I think we can teach migrants how to do occupations or easy jobs. If migrants learn an occupation, it's easier for them to get a job. It could be imparted in a public area, or even asked to a government installation to use a classroom. Our program includes a possible, tangible, and measurable results of our proposal. It is how many graduates the program generates. To get resources, we can ask to a government institution like la Secretaría de Relaciones Exteriores (SERE), la Secretaría de Gobernación (SEGOV), and el Instituto Nacional de Migración, or do activities like selling candies or make collections for money, or we can get sponsors to collaborate with us.
The expected results after the integration of these immigrants to our society. We hope that they receive all the support they deserve as a citizen and that they have the same opportunities to be able to adapt to the environment, to the city, and to have the opportunities to work. They also have the requirements for education, housing, health, etc.
The following are stories about people who migrated. In 1951, Lina Cesarin bid farewell to her fiancé Ricieri as he set sail for Australia in search of work and, as they say, la bella vita. Ricieri promised to send for Lina when he was established. 5 years later, Lina traveled from Italy on Neptunia to marry her sweetheart in Sydney. Tam Sepuy, in 1877, traveled from China to Australia with his father and brother after they heard that gold had been discovered in Cooktown, Queensland. He later became a laborer on a sugar plantation and then a successful merchant, establishing Sepoy and Sons department store in Innisfail.
Created using Powtoon.